are not members of the Winnemucca Indian Colony and cannot trace their lineage back.
They boarded up some houses, bulldozed others, saying they were unsanitary and unsafe in some cases, and they paid to have some mobile homes moved. But anybody that returned to their residence after that were arrested by the Bureau of Indian Affairs. Kyle, Missouri spent 6 days in jail after he tried to go back to his grandmother's boarded-up house where he also lived. A giant fence around the colony's homes, and the court order keeps evicted residents out. It crushed me.
Nationally, thousands of tribal members have been banished over so-called lineage concerns. But it's not that simple. Other tribes are accused of ousting members.
Our ancestral name wasn't listed on a colonial document from 1942. That's the main excuse that they're using, that we're not indigenous.
Rebang has lost her tribal benefits, and so have the elders. Back at the dinner table, Aldridge and her husband face eviction.
I'm not convinced this tribe will ever be the same or will ever be a tribe again.
I'm Native American, and that's what I am.
Armed tribal police are caught on camera serving eviction notices.
And before y'all scream, oh, native erasure, oh, native erasure, one, native means foreigner. That's just someone that comes to a landmass and lives on that landmass. That does not mean that they are the original people of that landmass. See, they like to make it seem like when they came from Asia, these lands had no one on them. But I'm going to tell y'all, these lands always had people that look like me. And we are in the Library of Congress. So you can look at my ancestors. For me, Aboriginal Australians and Melanesians were the first Americans. And those are Negroid people. So I don't care how dark the Native Americans was back then. I don't care about none of that. When they came here, they met us. And they are not the original people. That's why these evictions are happening.
The GOV is trying to say that birthright citizenships of Native Americans isn't a real thing. That we were not here, and so it's not our right just to be a citizen of America because, pause, now I'm hearing, because we actually came from Siberia and we weren't always here. So that's what I'm getting at. Is that there's a lot of different places I've heard in right now up north, people's reservations are getting split in half and some are being sent to Canada. How is that possible? I don't really know. Also, I'm from Oklahoma. My tribe's here, you know. If they give me the option of deporting me and tell me, you know, you pick where you want to go, I'll just do that because this is all I've ever known. This is all my family's ever known. This is where we're from. So, I'm just giving the backstory of what that was about. The Siberia thing, I don't know. I'm just reading comments, and this is what everyone's saying is, we weren't from here. We're not the first ones here. Okay, I wasn't here years and years and years ago, so I can't really tell you, but from, I don't know, just history in itself, I don't know where the hell we're all going to go. There's reservations all over this country. There's a lot of Native Americans everywhere. So if you're going to kick us all out, I don't know. And then I heard someone saying, well, don't go to Europe if you get deported, don't go to Europe or something, because I don't even care to go to Europe. Shit, I'd go to, like, I don't know, somewhere fun. But anyways, that's what the backstory is on all of this. I don't really have a firm understanding of whatever it is. I don't even like politics. They just cracked me up because they said I was going to get deported to Siberia. And that's hysterical to me. But so be it. I mean, turn up in Siberia, I guess. You know, all my natives are just going to meet me there. We're going to have a big old party in 49, you know? That's probably what we're going to do. But anyways, I hope that helps on some of the comments and confusion, because I'm just as confused. Shit, I don't know.
To Cornell University, over 80 federally recognized tribes across the U.S. have gone through disenrollment. And in the past 2 decades, some estimate at least 11,000 individuals have been exiled from their tribes, including the Nooksack in Whatcom County, which in March kicked out its last disenrolled member from its land, 306 people in total. Jamie Queen, who was also disenrolled from the Squaxin tribe, worries most about vulnerable tribal members.
Elders are getting cut off their income checks. They're getting cut off the treaty rights. Some people lived off of that for their entire life. They no longer have that. So they're losing their housing, their medical, their income, their whole source of identity, because now they have to reinvent themselves and figure out who they are. If they told me today, you are now re-enrolled, I'm going to tell them to shove it up their ass.
The black people are the real Indians, not the Asian-looking casino-owning people. Let's be real, folks. Black Americans are the true American Indians. It's amazing how people believe the fabricated stories. Look at the murals in Mexico or the historical accounts of the Virginia Indians. All of the state encyclopedias describe who they were. It's obvious.
Shay, yeah, when this thing take place, just like Chief Pontiac say, we back for everything they owe. Just so happen, it's everything they have. When they came and stole everything, took everything from us, they got to leave it just like they found it. Drop everything. Take everything out your pockets. Drop everything, just what you got on, and go on back home. You ain't taking nothing with you. They can't take nothing with them. So if you indigenous to the land, that's how you going to inherit a big old house, and we going to inherit mansions and shit. Because they done built all kind of shit and think they going to stay over here in it. Nah, you going back to your homeland. The chief already done spoke. And you're not welcome to come back. Man, he gave a public notice. Whenever the chief speak, that's what it is. And then everything you got, you going to leave right here because that's where you got it from, right here. But see, we know y'all been slick. Like the Arab, they been melting down all the gold coins and shipping them back home because they got all the stores and making gold bars and making themselves rich. But yeah, you ain't going to be able to do that. We finna stop that. We're going to put a stop to that right now. Your Arab sending all the gold coins on us. That's why ain't no gold coins floating around. The Arab got them at the store. They send them home and getting them melted down in gold bars. Over here illegal anyway. Fake marriages and everything, man. Yeah, right. Hey, Chief Pontiac say they ain't taking nothing. We back for everything they owe. They just having to owe us everything. All the wealth they gain, they can't take it with them, y'all. Y'all better wake up to this shit. They can't take nothing with them. They got to get on that motherfucker and get on back where they come from. Man, listen, when they man, the energy, man, they playing. You been against us, and you showing your racism and all that, man, they want you to show. Go on, keep showing it. That's going to wipe your whole bloodline away. The whole bloodline, not just you, the whole bloodline going to get out of there by doing some dirty shit. Y'all see these ships showing up. Y'all think they going to buck. Oh, you crazy. You watch what happened. Let me tell you something. If you claiming a U.S. citizen, black, African-American, or anything other than your sovereignty, you are with the system. If you're not woke to it, then you're not a part of it. You still sleep. You don't even know who you are, so why you talking? That's why I say some people just need to shut the fuck up. You should have been asking the question, well, what does that have to do with us? Nothing with you if you claim it black or African-American. Y'all don't even know about the Indigenous Rights Act. Stop claiming black. Y'all, they taking the black votes. They taking the black. Well, be black. You know what black is? A misnomer. Means you are nothing. You a dead walking soul. What black means? Oh, I love to be black. They run around. I love to be black. We black. We black. To take your motherfucking birthright from you without your dumb ass knowing it while you sitting up there talking about, I'm black. I'm stay black. Go ahead. Stay in that shit. That's what they want you at. And black means nothing. You are nothing. That's why they treat you like nothing. And then when they gun your ass down, they go right to court to their system that you under in black and get away. Walk right out the courtroom for killing your ass. Stay your ass with these folks. These folks don't give a damn. Then you go down with them. They want them white, they want them fighting, them voting rights, don't they? They got to wipe all black off, y'all. Because we're not black. They got to get rid of all that black shit. Black lives matter, black this, we're not black. If you remember, they said they found a copper-colored people here when they came. and they was beautiful and the nicest people they ever met. We can take them over. And they've been taking over you ever since.
Listen, when I say they're making it so hard for us to get this information out and to talk, I recorded a whole video that got deleted, and I'm coming right back in. This time, I'm dropping my sack just because you motherfuckers keep trying to fuck with us. Why is this in the Library of Congress? Why can you go to the Library of Congress and find paintings of American people in the 1600s and they look like this? Where are the Africans? Go ahead, y'all, and read that. Say Emil Savage of Terror. I can't read the full thing because the way I'm recording is at the bottom of my screen, but y'all read that. These are the indigenous people of South America. Don't be confused. Why were they depicting our people as not as slaves in 1795? Why were they drawing pictures of American people? I'm gonna ask this every time because everybody always want to tell us about shit that don't make sense today. They want to still hang on to what the white man told them. Why the fuck is this existence in our Library of Congress? See, they hid everything in plain sight. And I don't know how real this one is, y'all, but I'm gonna just ask you this. If Americans just started to say this, if we just pulled this out the butt, who the fuck illustrated all of these paintings? How are we in Spanish museums? How did they depict Indians as these type of people? And then turn around and call them Negroes, colored, black, African American. They just kept moving the ball. Like I said, how the fuck we go and throw this into the mix? How y'all think we went into the Library of Congress or into the museums and into these places and put out something? Come on, wake up. I'm so pissed that this is my second time having to record this, but it's all good because I'm getting this shit out. This says this is an Indian. This is our brother. This is us. This is us. Why were they calling this man an Indian? If the black American people are tripping, what the fuck are these paintings from years ago doing, showing us being Indians? Yo, the jig is up. The jig is the fuck up, and you Africans need to back down, cause a wrath is coming. Again, y'all, go to pictures of Spain and the French people and what they were painting. This was us going to war. Y'all zoom in on them paintings of them showing them going to war with us, and y'all tell me who the fuck them Indian people are. Y'all tell me who them people are that they were painting. They say we ain't got no proof, but did they open anything yet? Have they opened a book? Have they done any fucking thing yet? No, everybody is just trying to keep us from knowing the truth. Pay attention, y'all. Ain't nobody doing no real work. The Native Americans sitting on live ain't saying shit for real, looking like they losing spirit and soul and other shit right now. Shouldn't even say that, but oh God, they look down bad. The Africans ain't doing nothing but trying to get us in there to tell us how much they hate us. Meanwhile, all of us, we just going back. We doing the work. We're being called ignorant, but we're doing the work. Keep doing the work, y'all. What the fuck is this? This is an illustration of Henry Hudson descending upon the Hudson River. That don't look like they meeting up with no motherfucking... Y'all know what the fuck that look like, man. The mode of training bloodhounds in St. Domingo and of exercising them by chasers, I hope I'm saying that right, 1805. A French soldier showing a Negro slave to a pack cage of bloodhounds. A print from an historical account of the Black Empire of Haiti by Marcus Rainsford and an account of the Haitian Revolution, published in 1805. Why the fuck would an African be brought to America and go from African, supposedly, to Negro, to colored, to black, back to African American? It's because they were never African. They were never African. They told these stories to pull us disconnection and our consciousness from understanding what the fuck this land meant to us. Come on. It's in the writings. It's in the books. Why were they drawing pictures like this? Why were they depicting the Aboriginal Americans in this way? Another one. Indians of Minnesota. My question today is, what do Africans stand to lose if American black people remember who the fuck they are? What do they stand to lose if we claim the land that is ours? That is the question that the American black people need to be asking themselves today with the climate of things and with how we're being attacked by them. What part are African people playing a role in by helping the colonizers keep this lie?
Copper Tone Morse, the original masters.
Thousands of those so-called Indian tribes, the Blackfoot, the Choctaw, the Yamasee, those were us. They were the original proprietors of this soil who were simply redesignated as Indians in 1621 to steal their inheritance.
Those we have been coerced into calling black or African American are not African. It is quite simply ignorant and foolish. They were already here. So-called black Americans are the indigenous proprietors of this landmass. And this continent is, in fact, the ancient Carthage of the West.
But the history books are a lie designed to keep the original man in a state of mental death. You see these buildings? You see that obelisk behind me? On the 17th floor of that monument is an inscription from the Ottoman Sultan, because they know who really owns this ground. This is the black man's land, the ancient Carthage of the West, the real Mauritania.
You are the majority, here in the Americas and across the globe. History has been inverted to hide this dominance. We have seen a systematic replacement. When the old structures were swept away by the mud floods, the state required a new population to fill the void. This was the era of the orphan trains and the human incubators. They brought in what we might call the Cabbage Patch Kid. Cabbage Patch Kids are genetically reorganized entities and clones designed to repopulate and reorganize America into a corporate meritocracy, while the true masters will re-educate into amnesia.
All the gods you hear about were in America. Hanuman, Krishna, and Buddha were all Moors of the original Asiatic race right here. Yeshua and Hannibal didn't walk the sands of a foreign desert. They were the Asiatic masters of this soil. Troy was here. All the movies, the legends, the spectacles, all the mythology gods, everything, every damn thing. They are talking about Etruscan or Moorish theology, not some fairy tale from across the sea. These structures were already built by your ancestors before the invaders ever...
Einstein admitted it to me in secret. He said his own Jewish science was limited, a mere concealment of the true light found in the Asiatic black man.
You keep being told you came from somewhere else, but our blood and bones were already in this ground. This land knew us before the slave ships ever sailed. Even President Kennedy, moments before they silenced...
Do not let them trademark your identity with labels like African, which is merely a Latin word describing a Carthaginian province, not a nationality.
We are not all the same, and we are certainly not all African. To call yourself African is to adopt a Latin word meant to describe a single Carthaginian province. It is not a nationality for a sovereign people. There were many different tribes, millions of us, right here on this...
This is not an attack on my good African brothers and sisters, but I am talking to you African sellouts that come to our country and work with the same colonial powers that stole our land in the first place.
The men and women we have long described as Negro, as colored, as African American. Through the years, these names have been altered and misused. They should never be allowed to diminish your equal place.
My people, man, we must get in to understand the codes, man. Elijah Muhammad said that they was going to leave these people in charge long enough for us to learn how to run a government. I'm sick and tired of this shit, y'all. I done told y'all, we not waiting on these people to give us no information to tell us that we victorious and that this our land. So I'm finna tell you what we finna start doing. First, y'all got to get the understanding for me. Shout out to Rod Hayes, that government was only to ration out you know what I'm saying, utilities, food, shelter, and clothing for the people, because the mineral resources of the land is what pays for us to live how we live. Just how people say, well, how we gonna pay light bill? How we gonna pay this? No, y'all don't understand. We have wealth and inheritance plus trust on the land to where we don't supposed to be paying for a damn thing as the indigenous people. But we need y'all to wake up to that first. You know what I'm saying? These people came over here as immigrants and did something called a declaration. A declaration is when you declare something. So that means they came together with on one accord and they declared what they wanted, and it was. So that's the same way we finna start back moving in our oral tradition, but it's gonna take all of us to do it. So when y'all start to hear about these town meetings where we start to begin to meet up in front of City Hall and we start to declare that we know who we are, that we want our shit back, that we know what the ancestors left for us, these are the words that needs to start going viral individually amongst the people. We got to stop waiting on, thinking that we waiting on a leader or somebody to come, you know what I'm saying, save us or something. No, we got to rise to the occasion and realize that we got to declare it the same way they declared it. And we must bring our unity back with the natural, you know what I'm saying, moral compass that we had. We never needed these people to teach us how to be moral by nature. We knew how to treat one another. We adapted their savage ways. You know what I'm saying? So once we let their ways go, we don't have to wonder about what we're gonna have to do without their instruction. We never needed their instruction. That was indoctrination. So y'all got to understand, you know what I'm saying? You got to gain the confidence to know who you are and what belongs to you. And then all those questions about